All right, welcome back. Now, this morning we're taking you to the Daily Guide, the Chronicle, Daily Statesman, Ghanaian Times, Daily Graphic, you name them, all here to give you a complete breakfast. And joining me as well is beautiful, ever colorful Agyeman-Manu. Good morning, girl.
Ever colorful. I like that one because, you know, in the mornings you need to be colorful.
Yes,
it brings brings some light into you. We all need to be positive. You get it in the mornings. Good morning to everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Well, so you want to start us off with the Daily Graphic?
Well, it says year of roads, asphalt overlay in progress, Accra Roads Regional Capital's beneficiaries. And that's the Daily Graphic.
You get the benefits in your area as well.
Hopefully. I don't know about Obuju for everybody.
It will happen.
Hopefully.
Patient.
The Bible is here, is saying that I shall not worry. I'm hoping I don't get to worry. It also says embrace technology, panelists at Graphic Business Access Bank Clinic tells SMEs, and we have COVID-19 protocols enforcement at ministries. Very, very important.
Yeah.
It says government investing to tackle privacy, Ghana Maritime Authority, and that's on the front page of the Daily Graphic. Let's look for some more.
Well, let me jump to the Chronicle Newspaper this morning as well. GNPC, big story here. GNPC signs $34 million deal without parliamentary approval, says the Auditor General. Full story on page 3 of the Chronicle Newspaper. It says, according to him, some contracts were signed between 2015 and 2018. They were international in nature and ought to have therefore received parliamentary approval before execution, which was never done. Full story here on page 3, of the Chronicle Newspaper. Sputnik report, call on Ofori-Atta to resign. Calling on Ofori-Atta, the Minister of Finance, to resign is needless. I've seen that story also trending in most of the papers this morning. Issues. Anyway, agenda to curb piracy attacks on course. The Ghana Maritime Authority speaking on there. Let me just jump into the center page here. Center spread of the Chronicle newspaper. Even prior to that, okay, all right. That I just pass on for now. Akufo-Addo has transformed Brekum, says Oman Hene, speaking on the eye disease is major problem in. I think MEPE. I think it's more of MEPE.
MEPE.
No, I knew it. I knew you were going to say PE as well.
It's MEPE.
You need to.
Why do you always leave those words for me to pronounce?
Because that's what Daniel MFA was doing to me. You were leaving those words for me to.
But let Daniel pronounce that. I can sense him in the system.
I just like the way some of the towns in the Volta region have the at the end.
It's okay, let me keep quiet if I ever
Anyway, all right, so that's it for the Chronicle Newspaper. Back to you.
I have one story at the, behind, at the back of the Daily Graphic. It says, NACOC police intercept 9,752 slabs of cannabis in the Volta region. Speak of the Volta region, wow. And Ghanaian Times on the front page, DVLA ordered to recover 1.3 million tax from 19 private test stations for GRA. There's also this particular news that's trending on Daily Graphic and the Ghanaian Times. This was the president ends tour of the Bono region. Also on the Ghanaian Times, 5 kidnappers remanded in police custody in Kitikrachi. That's good news for me. Kidnappers, no.
Well, more stories in the Times, or
behind on the back page, there's Adaklu Dave Chips compound nearing completion, and that's good news because they are very vital to us. And also here, like I said, the DVLA situation, I'd love to read it. It's in. You can find it in the center spread of the Ghanaian Times. You can also read the the president's tour ending in the Bono region as well. Also there.
Well, the Daily Guide newspaper also captures some entertainment stories. Thrills at Tehila Experience 2021. Ohima Mercy, congratulations. I think she pulled off a great event.
Every time it's just spectacular.
Yes.
That's the word. I just like her, craftsmanship, her stagemanship, everything about it is just amazing. You never leave there the same.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they may have brought us good music, but years ago, now the group has split up, but there's still fire on the mountain, and I'm talking Wuta.
Oh, yeah.
You might want to go into the Daily Guide newspaper center page, page 8 to be specific, and read more about the story. Our very own Andy Dosty, right here on Hits 103.9 FM in Accra, has been interviewing the duo to find out the cause of the split and some money issues that have also popped up.
Well, let me give you some 411 on that. Apparently, Ifriye says that he heard about their breakup and a newspaper, like, you know, in the news. And Kobe says, no, you lie.
We need to get the two of them to sit down and then we can actually...
Yeah, we should do that, but I hope you don't end up...
No.
And you know, in that particular conversation, people feel that Ifriye is the problem when it comes to the group.
Yeah.
They were an amazing group. They were a fire group, but I don't know why.
They are. Well, if they dare themselves to go separate, then they should not use the name Wuta, and let's see how long the survival lasts. I think that Wuta, we love Wuta as a group.
Together.
Yeah, together. Well, talking groups, they are not a group, but they are at each other's neck. It's also Akufo-Addo, who was recently on the show last week, Friday, for a conversation with me. Last week, Thursday or so. Or was it this week? Well, for a conversation when they came back from the Ghana party in the park. But he's in a serious brawl, lyrical brawl with Obibini, the artist, as well.
That's what makes entertainment fun,
isn't it?
Yes.
Well, coming out of entertainment onto the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper, serial killer on the loose as well. And that's on page 3. The president also outdoors, I mentioned earlier, on a 20-year-old abandoned fire station. Wow, in Sunyani. All right, these stories in the Daily Guide newspaper.
The Crusading Guide has a couple of stories. Yes, it's called for Finance Minister's resignation over the Sputnik vaccines needless, and that's one of the stories that was on the Daily Guide, right? There's this one. He said, ploy to scuttle GPNC plans fails to click. Secret audios expose CSO's plan to throw Ghanaian control of oil resources off gear. And this one also says, Tutag hails education minister over mutual respect after strike. Ghana makes significant investments to curb privacy attacks. That same story that was on the Daily Graphic. That's the Maritime Authority boss saying that over there. Yeah, I think there's more there. And you can find more stories in the New Crusading Guide as well.
Well, later on we pick some more sports updates on Prime Morning, but before that, Ghana's Olympic contingent arrives from Japan. Let me say congratulations to the team.
Well,
and this
amazing.
also brings the conversation on us throwing more light to certain second-degree sports and activities that we need to focus on in the country, aside from the regular hockey and the sports, the football.
Yeah.
You know, there are other sports and activities that you know, and our athletics should be taken very serious. I don't know why we don't hear of intercourt and all those things
anymore. I think it's done, but these days it's on a quiet because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think
it was a big deal.
I think we're also good swimmers, so we should also concentrate on that part as well. Because the guy that went for the Olympic swimming, he was amazing. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it because the others that went through, you know, doing the heat to pick up for semis and quarters, he couldn't make it because his number was a little by a second or so below those who did pretty well. So if we, you know,
encourage, push,
and then invest in that sector, we could do amazing as well.
Amazing is that key word. But this man is also amazing for running an insurance firm right here in Ghana without authority or any certification. His name is Gabriel Medawa. He's a Lebanese. Well, he's been arrested, you know, as investigations are ongoing. He ran an illegal insurance firm. If your car or your house or your something of yours is insured by this, I think the insurance firm is called, if I can see the name somewhere here, I think I saw it, Harmonia. Why would I even want to go invest in Harmonia?
It sounds good. Harmonia.
Yeah, I mean, there's some names there. You just want to ask second questions again before you want to invest your money in there.
Sometimes you don't think about it. You think you're
know. Well, anyway, that story is captured in somewhere in the middle page of the Daily Statesman. Front page stories here. CSOs caught in anti-Ghana agenda. Leaked audios expose plot to scuttle GNPC's plan to put Ghanaians in full control of oil resources. That story is on page 2 here, and calls for resignation of Ken Ofori-Atta needless as well. And Mustafa Hamid speaking on this, petroleum pricing should not be political as well. And that story brings me on my side to an end with our news flash. You have more stories there?
I'm done. But there's something that's critical here. It says New Crusading Guide staff threatened. And I think as journalists, we should have,
again,
you know, our freedom to do the things that we're supposed to do.
This issue is getting serious and out of hand.
Yeah.
Well,
freedom
today,
of speech.
Yeah, no, freedom of speech.
Violated.
Yes. So we are talking about the motorway. Any experiences?
Yeah, I've been on it a couple of times. So I usually drop the kids off at Agyeman-Manu and then we use the tricycle, get onto the motorway. One of the things I've noticed is people crossing the motorway as though it was just like an ordinary road in in a neighborhood.
Too many settlements for the roadside.
And I don't know when they creep up and it
cost the people commuting across.
And it's scary for me.
Yeah.
You're going to pay me $1 million for me to cross. I'm so scared of crossing that particular road. Then again, illegal U-turns, and I think it's so scary and dangerous. Anybody could lose their lives, and people are just throwing their lives off to the dogs like that. I think it's not healthy at all.
At all. Well, if you're a regular user of that road as well, by now you'll have studied which parts to be on at what parts and what time. So let's say if you are Accra, no, if you are Tema bound, you want to be using more of the inner lane because the outer lane is
dangerous.
Terrible. If you are from Tema bound, to Accra as well, you might want to just be in the inner lane because the outer lane is very terrible.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, it's worse off.
How church drivers, again, please excuse me, I'm not trying to down. How they can just, when there's a little traffic, little patience, take their time, they use the side of the road.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering,
it's a motorway. I mean, it's supposed to, we're not supposed to do exactly that on the motorway.
Yeah.
And activities of hawkers at the toll booth is also terrible, I must say, because, cars are approaching with speed. And it clearly says no hawking. I don't even know why they put no hawking beyond this point. It's supposed to be no hawking here.
At all.
It rather says beyond this point. So basically, you can hawk.
Yeah, to a particular point. Then you can't do that again. And
it shouldn't be allowed.
It's not safe at all.
It shouldn't be allowed. But you might want to share your experiences with us as well on the show this morning. If you apply that route, whether to Accra or to Tema on the motorway, you can share your experience with us this morning on the show via our social media platforms, Joy Prime TV.
I don't think we should only leave it alone to the motorway. I think we should also bring other parts of Accra involved in this. We're going to have the PR of the Ghana Authority, Roads Authority, right?
Well, Highway, yes.
It's going to be here this morning. We're going to have a wonderful conversation. Please send your messages in, the kind of questions you want to ask, what you want to know. Let's get this going.
All right.
Joy Prime, the ultimate experience.